I would fly around the world, but I never could afford something quite that steep.
Are you ready? Go, 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 go. It's your favorite time of year, Nika. Well, hey guys, it's snowing, and we are under a level 1 snow advisory, and it's the first, I mean it snowed earlier in the winter, but it wasn't like this. And it's looking to keep snowing all day. Nika hasn't really been out to be in her element yet, so hopefully you can hear me. But she likes it. Morning guys, it's Thursday. I want to get in a better habit of doing more recording during the week, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, because last time I recorded for this vlog was on Monday, so it's just been a week where my day starts and it doesn't stop until the end of the day at 4:30. It's not much else other than school's going on, just getting, this is the second week back into this new semester here, and just, putting lessons together and grading and, doing this, doing that, and just getting everything done. And I'm trying to work ahead as best I can from day to day. So far, as of yesterday, I finished everything for this week, and then I got into one day of next week. We don't have school next week on Monday because of Martin Luther King Day. So we come back on Tuesday, so I have everything for Tuesday done. So today I'm going to try to get everything for Wednesday done, and if I can get Thursday done, that'd be cool too. I faced the same thing last semester. I tried to work ahead. From the start it was hard because I had to hurry up and scramble to get everything put together for the first week because I had no time. I just basically came in and I started. But this semester is easier because I have that foundation of presentations and information, and I kind of know what's coming up already this time around again. So it's easier, but I still have to do extra work because we're not working with just a half a semester like we did last fall. So just got to expand what I have already and kind of make it a little bit more in depth. And we got new curriculum this semester. I don't know if I've told you that or not. So it's just been a new semester all around. I'm hoping that next week or two I can get things to be a little bit more under control. Not that they're out of control, but just get things done to a point to where I can get into a better habit of recording more throughout the week. So yeah, enough about that. So school's going great, it's just a lot of work. The book is off to a good start. I haven't looked really at any sales figures or any download figures. Just because mostly they don't really come out this quick. It's only been not even a week. So I'll get a better idea within the coming weeks. 1, 2, 3 weeks, somewhere in there. So hopefully it'll be more favorable than not. I'm not looking, obviously looking for a spike in sales and all this, revenue and royalty. That's not what it's about. Just getting the word out and trying to, do my best with that aspect of it. But the print edition ended up going live just before the Kindle edition did, and it's hard to gauge because CreateSpace, sometimes it might take a little longer than what this book did. Book 2, I think I want to say it released within it was 20 hours or something like that, maybe 24, just shy of 24. But this one I clicked like the final submit button, because they had already sent it back for review for me. They said, okay, it's good on our end, so just give it, your final review and then click submit. And I clicked submit, and I think within 12 hours it went live. And luckily I did it that night before, on January 7th, and then sometime in the middle of the night, it went live. The print went live, and then the ebook went live around the same time. So they were pretty close. So that worked out. The page, for some reason, there were 2 pages, 2 sales pages, and they weren't, like, the formats weren't linked. And that happens from time to time, and I've heard of other authors having that problem. It just, if the titles don't match up correctly or exactly, then that might happen. So one title had, at the end of it, it had volume 3 in parentheses, and one didn't. That's all it was. So I linked them on my Amazon page. So they're linked, and they're for sale, they're ready to go. And as of this video, Imminent should still be $2.99, but I'm going to bump it up to $3.99 sometime, I think, next week. So if you haven't picked up your copy of that yet, if you want to, for the Kindle, get that while it's $2.99, and then catch up on details on my blog for exactly when I'll be bumping the price up, and other things that'll be coming along down the pipe as well. And as for the next book, there are details about the rest of this collection. Oh, she's ready to come in. Hey! Nika. I love her in the morning. She's really excited, and she really just is a dog. It sounds weird to say, but she just is herself when she comes in, and she just acts funny, and it's just fun. Anyway, for the next 2 books, I'm going to be working on them, I guess, kind of simultaneously. And I have a few ideas of how I want to do the release for these 2 books, and how I want to get the publication, well, the whole writing process and then the publication process, all of that taken care of, and how I want to use these last 2 books in the collection as kind of like a mini experiment. I mean, with writing, it's always, you always want to try to test yourself and experiment and try new things, and see what works for you in writing, see what doesn't work for you. And now by now having 3 books out in this collection and in this vein of historical fiction, I think I feel comfortable enough doing more experimenting and trying new things and new approaches to storytelling, because that should be the point of writing, is to, well, art in general. You should always try to improve your craft, which I always try to be mindful of doing that. So I'm going to try to get things squared away here this weekend. I have things mostly ready to go for the next 2 books, in terms of planning, especially in the first chunk of the book. So we'll see what I can come up with and what I want to do. Like I said, I don't have any classes on Monday, and since I have Tuesday's work already taken care of, and the presentations, lessons, or stuff are done, and if I can get even more done, that's great. But because of that, I have Monday freed up, so to speak. So I'm going to try to use that as a good writing day. I have a webinar saved from, I can't think of the guy's name. I'll try to include it in the link below in the description, but there's a webinar that I have saved on dialogue, and that was something that I knew early on that I wanted to work on, and I actually got a handful of comments from different readers and different friends who said, your dialogue seems kind of dry, or it seems like it's just, they're just speaking the words. It's not like a true dialogue. So I want to try to kind of focus on that in these last 2 books, as well as other aspects, but that's one thing I want to watch on Monday, on my day off, is that webinar. And I think it's an hour long, so it should be a good one, and hopefully I learned a good deal, more than what I already have picked up, and it can help me, and you'll see it come out in the book. So, but that's the news on the new books. What's coming. My plan is to get the 4th book released sometime in 2017, just because it works out to where the weirdest thing he'll do is, like, he'll walk by and then he'll just kind of like that, but he like just attacks your ankle. I mean, I guess that's what cats do sometimes. So, but want to release it sometime in 2017 because the way that the release dates look, if you are, when it's all said and done, if you want to, if you were to put all the book titles in line, just list them, and then you put the publication years after. My goal, just because it looks nice, and I'm a fan of uniformity and symmetry, Resistant came out in 2014, Unguarded was 2015, and then Imminent was 2016. So if I can get the 4th book out in 2017, and then the 5th book sometime in 2018, it just looks cooler, it looks nicer, and it's just a good timeline to stick to, and it's not, I don't think it's shooting for too much of a lofty goal, just because given the time frames for these previous books and the circumstances, I think the next 2 years would be a good amount of time to get these books done. So, especially having the summers off now, I'm looking forward to this coming summer because it'll be the first summer that I'm still getting a paycheck for my job because I'm on salary, but I'm not having to work for, go have class and stuff like that. So it's really going to be wake up and write for most of the summer, and I'm excited about that. So I have to get clocked in for the day, so I don't know if I will be recording anymore later today. If I don't, then thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Sorry that it's probably a little bit shorter than normal and it's not very content filled, but like I said, things are just crazy right now. At the beginning of the semester, every semester is just going to be like this. So hopefully next year when I start fresh, whole new school year, it'll be different, but we'll see. But if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, if you're new, welcome. Click that subscribe button, that way you get the videos when I post them just about every Friday. And I talk about my writing life and my personal life, and I want to try to get more things about travel in and stuff like that, just to kind of round out my channel more and what I talk about. So I do appreciate you guys, and I do thank you for your support and encouragement, both through YouTube, my website, and social media, but also in person and text. Those of you who know who you are, means a lot. So thank you. I'll see you guys next week.